Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If I Was in the Winx Club, Part 1. This is the rebooted one. So, the ones that were before, and sorry this might come out a little bit later, but I had things to do. So, with that out of the way, my character is I was gonna name him after me, but I sometimes forget what Blue's, her last name. So it's Chaz. I looked it up, but I don't see any last name of hers. Usually there's so it would be called just Chaz. Or Chaz, that's what it is. So, my character is quite literally so royal to his family that even people are trusted him. He was a warrior here that does everything that warriors do. He doesn't really truly kills anyone. Plus he respects everyone as the people that they are. So yeah, that's why his parents and his sisters both on. Yeah, so plus the entire kingdom, and king and queen and respects Chinman, and he doesn't kill anyone. He is so kind-hearted. He's so respectful by everyone. But one day, the three witches decided to, turn Cinnamon into the most dangerous human in the entire world. And he got blades and shields. Yeah. He is one who rules all. His memories have been altered. It was a pretty painful process. As before, way before, he always told his siblings, like her, that no matter who I am, I will always be the big brother, okay? Because he knows magic back of his hands. And plus, that he got it from, the magic users. Plus, with swordplay, he got it from his father. So, yeah. So then, he decided to transform his memories from being caring person to being a cruel person. And yeah, he got sent with the entire army to kill nations. As he goes over at to his home thing. As they were truly, or they did care. So then, of course, the storm clouds of like those three witches showed up, and yeah, he ended up telling them that you will fall to our power. As the knight that wielded, as he walks to them, uses his own as a barrier shows up, as it was his sister's, as she could sense that it's her brother that's inside. And so brother, can you hear me in there? They fight them. I over control, as of course when they heard that they said, "What have you done to him?" "Oh, we decided to boost him up. See, he is strongest one there is. So we took his weak side and formed it into his stronger, took away his memories." As he can't remember, but his power, or actually his willpower side of him, or his copied memories got stolen, so his original memories were inside of him. So so he walks up, and he was gonna kill his sister that was still a toddler. But with his power of his will, he puts his blade away. Instead, as he keeping him, as he turns around, looks at those three witches. Did you think I was that dumb to have you take away my original memory? As he... How's this possible? As as all three of them did like their own dart thing, tried to aim to all five of them, but Hinman used his blade or his shield to block the attack. As he puts his blade away, as he knew magic the back of his hand, so yeah. So he ends up, ready, sister? Let's banish them. As they do some weird enchant and shot it, and the three witches have been banished with Valtor and the Dark Army. So, yeah. But they had a curse put on him before of can never die. As he looks at his sister and says, "Are you doing okay?" Or if he does want to die, he can be reborn as... It's like someone used Monster Reborn to bring him back constantly. Yeah. So, Tenman explained that he remembers that he tried to help them, or tried to use their powers and all that stuff. But turns out they were witches. So now you see before you, they tried to turn me into this and take away my memories to become the ruthless killer to kill everyone. As all three of them are shocked when they heard that. But then she says, "I don't really care. As long as you're back with us, that's all I care about." Yeah. As he had told them when they added like a curse to me of self-revival and being immortal. And I can... As they couldn't believe that they put a curse on their brother, or their own son / brother. So years have passed. He came to life, back to life, as he was now... He was the same age as Sky. So, yeah. So Blue was like... and didn't even recognize him. As he still had that armor, but in a safe place. He enchanted it so that the armor only responds to him, nobody else. So, yeah. He gave his armor to the warriors at when he was alive thing. So, yeah. Now, we move on to present day, as they ended up died from old age. So does her, but they tried to keep her, or them, as, yeah. So, then, my original plan was when he died, by himself, she brought him back to life thing, with like enchants and all that stuff. So, yeah. That was my original plan, was so that she can kill, or so that he can kill her sister. But, of course, at some point he actually doesn't kill his sister, or her sister, so he was become, or his memories, he was like, alright. But, so he joins with him, and the rest of them. Yeah. So he has more of the blades thing, as he knows fighting like nobody's business. As, yeah. Keep this up. No wonder why I see my. Of course, he was battling against Sky. As he says, I don't know if my sister is still around, but I am certain that she's kind of fond of you. As he had a fake sword, or like, kind of like what he have. As he says, you're not bad yourself. I'm, you know what my official title is back then? What? As, or actually, because he knows that he doesn't. So, yeah, he was smarter than anyone. So, one day, Blue was visiting with him, as, yeah, he. No, check out the display case. That's okay with you. As they're like, yeah. As he went down and saw his own armor. As, yeah, he, as the, hold on, it was her. So, I was trying to grab the image, as she remembers Cinnamon like it was, as he sees, huh, I see you're still kicking and screaming. As, yeah, he knew who Chadman was before. Because between her and him, as, yeah, man, she was like, huh, you still look similar when last time I saw you. Yeah, but this time, I hope my sister still, or my baby sister is still okay. She's fine. Hey, after all, she is still living. For sure. As Herman asked you were, you still, it wasn't your fault. It was those witches those 3 witches that controlled you. Okay. So, yeah. He remembers that as, well, seems like some people, because are strange here. Yeah. But you're her mature adult, so I know that you always been there for all of us. So, yeah. Of course, Sky, and Blue were walking down, and they see toward her, or whatever her name is, her with Chenman. As when Blue saw him, she doesn't recognize him at first. But Chenman remembers her, like, huh. Because his family told him that this is our new addition to our family. Her name is Blue. Or Bloom. So, yeah. Of course, as he walked away, as Sky asked, what was that all about? As she says, oh, that was an old friend of mine. You know him as Chadman? And as, of course, Sky says the one that's training, or Chance, and this man is a top student of the boys. He's smart as a cucumber. I'm not kidding. I'm not that smart. Or my character is super smart. Like, he has memories. He remembers everything. Whose birthday was and all that stuff. So, as he sees, he looks at the knight's armor, as it says Chaz. As Blue, who has remembers of his or her brother named Chaz. She always cared about, or he always cared about her. Her, no matter who had, or he had to. So, yeah. But she says Chen has was my old friend of mine. He always never had a grudge against people. If he does, see, he always tells the king before, and then sentence them to die and chicken. So yeah, she ends up explaining that trans man is left out. Yeah, so Sorry. So Chenman had tough experience with fitting in. So yeah. And so yeah. One of those people that came on board was her. She was not a villain in this what if. I know in the my past one that she summoned him and doing all that stuff. But in this what if, she's the opposite one. So she ends up not hating her or anyone. She just she always ends up trying to think of who. So yeah, man, and at first was, of course, he was scared. So yeah, he starts training harder and harder. He even he does the cool combos with his hologram shield, hitting the targets left and right. As he sliced robots and getting millions and trillions and billions infinity view or points with every passing second. As everyone's impressed that Shinman or at first actually scratch that down. When he was by himself training, when everyone else is having their dates with their so Chenman and is like 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. As yeah, he trains his body every single day, every single minute. So he's buffed to fit, or he was buffed before when he was wearing the armor, but now he's absolutely awesome. So yeah, he is a roundhouse, as of course Scotty he was walking by himself, and he sees he's been training his hardest, like as he is he was impressed that Chenman with all that skills as he says, as at first when they got first introduced, he was like he always been so like social distance thing, like cut off from the world. But he says, I know you're there, Sky. As they you never miss your mark, I see. And but my first name him is if I was that armor that's in the history one? Yeah, the one that all night shining armor one with torn cape and red eyes one? Yeah. You know who that belongs to? Yeah, some guy called Chaz. As Sky, it dawns on him. Wait, Chanman, you're Chaz? The one that's in the history books? Yeah. You slaughtered millions, trillions, billions of people. Right, you used to kill everybody. As he said, that's in the fake lore. Or that's in the fake story. This is what real happened. It was a long time ago. Or actually they don't know they didn't know that Chenman and wasn't a killer. He was so kind-hearted. As yeah, he ends up visiting the trees. As he walks around aimlessly, as he notices there's some creatures, as it was one of the big goblins things, that big orange goblins looking things. I forget what they're called. So he ends up like trying to kill, as he sliced As he says, you saw my attack before it went through, right? Yeah, I did. And, of course, he notices that there's a bladed weapons on that goblin's back. That it looks like two pairs of it. Just like that, but on the goblin's back. As, yeah, he was, as he says, what are those two bladed weapons on your back? Oh, these? I stole them from the safe of some, because actually Tin Man separate his like armor thing, or like his suit of armor with his blade and shield was with the. So yeah, and then his long range weapons were with hers. So yeah, as he says, give them back. As he didn't belong, or it didn't like, or that goblin says, make me. As the blade literally went through, or actually it reacted, or his blade reacted to Chadman's will, as it cut that goblin's insides all the way out. As the goblin was no more before, or his dying words were, so you're the legendary Chaz that everyone's talking about. As, yeah. So, during those days, he ends up returning those to her, as she remembers who Chadman is. As, yeah, the three witches, or actually she tells him things. You must be Chadman, I believe. As then she remembers that Chadman is Chaz. As she says, it has been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, but I still train my body. Sorry about that. That was my mom. So the two-bladed weapons that he sees on him says there was are those his hands? Are they your weapons? Yeah, I found some random goblin just came and took them from you, from a display case thing, as he points to it. So yeah, and so she says, yeah, three of my students let him out and forced him to take them. So, yeah. So, of course, okay. So, part 2 will come out.